Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. So a quick disclaimer before we go anywhere with this video, I am not a builder in The Sims, but I've always been more about gameplay than I have anything else. So I thought what better thing for a non-builder to do than to build publicly online for everybody to see. I've decided that I'm going to build in The Sims 1. I don't know if that means it's going to be easier or harder because The Sims 1 has such a limited build and buy mode, but because the options are so limited in The Sims 1, I'm hoping that I can just blame The Sims 1 if the build turns out to be shit. But it's time for me to torture myself in the best way. So let's jump into it. Why am I nervous for this? Okay, so here's our lot. I'm gonna go for... What am I doing? No clue where to start. So because I'm absolutely terrified to do this, I think I'm going to go for something easy for me. Well, building in Sims is not easy for me, but like a British semi-detached sort of house. They tend to have like a bay window in the living room. They've got a hallway with the stairs going up with the kitchen at the back and a dining room off the living room. Let's see how this goes. I'm just trying to think how much space I'm going to need. Oh, I'm scared already. Why is this so scary for me? Do you know what? Maybe I don't want it to be a semi-detached. Maybe I just want it to be whatever it ends up being. I'm just going to see what happens when I've made a shell. It might need some changes. Is this going to be too big when I've put stairs in? I don't think it needs to be this wide. Let me move it in by one, just on that side. I don't know if it's strange to put the stairs in first, but I feel like they're the focal point of the entryway when you come into like a standard British house. Maybe it doesn't even need to be that wide. Hold on. So like in the houses that I always lived in as a kid, the hallway's very narrow. I won't make it too narrow here, but I feel like entryway here. Your kitchen's usually back here and the dining area's there with a living room at the front. That's very off-centered. Let me fix that. Does that seem weird? Maybe not. You know what? I'm going to trust myself a little bit more because I never do when it comes to building. So this is very much going to be a trust the process thing, although I don't trust the process and neither should you. And I think upstairs is probably going to be quite a basic shape because they do tend to be the same in terms of the outer shell anyway. They tend to be the same upstairs and downstairs. I'm just thinking, what would this look like with a roof? It looks very boring right now and really long. Is this normal? I've changed the roof tile for now because at least that looks a bit less shit. Not much less shit, bearing in mind, but I think I need to change the size of these rooms. I always make my rooms too big and I don't know why I do it. I'm questioning everything and I'm still on the shell. The side can be like a driveway for a car. Obviously can't put a car because it's Sims 1, but I think it's landscaping that's going to bring this together. I hope it's landscaping that's going to bring this together. I think open plan kitchen dining area. Upstairs, I'm not so sure on. I'm trying to think back to every house I've ever lived in. And I've lived in quite a few as a kid, so why can't I remember even one of them? So a lot of houses do have a bathroom the minute you get to the top of the stairs. Our landings are usually quite big and typically they do curl back around. If I just seal it off fully here, I've got one bathroom here. This could be like a nursery or an office or something. I'll have the master bedroom here. And then I guess I could have two kids' rooms, although they are quite small. I complained about them being small and then made a weird shape that was even smaller. So let's not do that. Okay, so for the time being, and this is not a definite, we've got nursery or study, master bedroom, two kids' rooms. So I'll have a boy and a girl's room. The kids' shared bathroom is there. And then we've got downstairs. I think if I start adding doorways and windows, it might start to come together a little bit more and I can see whether I actually like it or not. I feel like for the living room, I want open archways there. Maybe here as well, actually. So that is, I've made it 5 squares long, so I can only have like, that's too much. I guess I could just have a standard door going there. I wish that I could cover up these stairs as well, what's underneath, because I can't put a wall there because then there's just a random wall in the room. But with a lot of these style houses, we tend to have it closed off with like a cupboard under the stairs. Think Harry Potter style, minus the abused child. So I like this, sort of. I mean, I don't like it, but in terms of the shape of it, that's what I want. I mean, these are nice. They don't really go with what I was going for. Kind of like them. Oh, these? I mean, I can't center them either, so that's going to annoy me too. I guess I could have that down there and then upstairs. I like those too, but it didn't really go with what I'm going for. But then again, I guess I don't have to stick to a strict rule, do I? You know what? I like those windows. I'm having those windows. You can't stop me. I tried to click on something on the first floor, but you have to physically go down to the first floor to do that. But will these look strange if they're directly above each other? Maybe a little. Whatever, we'll come back to that when we can be asked to come back to that. And by we, I mean me. But I'm bringing you along for the ride, whether you want to or not. Now, these side windows. I feel like I've put myself in a bit of a corner here by having it as 4. Unless windows on each side there and leave it like that. And I can put a TV behind it, possibly. And I can have these doors leading into the back garden. Oh, please, I just want the handles to touch each other. There we go. But if I'm doing this, I think this door needs to change too. If we go with white, it matches everything else that's there. But I should probably use the same ones that are on the back door as well. So I'll put that there. The upstairs should be a bit easier. This kid we like more, so they get 2 windows. Tiny little crappy toilet window. And one thing that I've noticed about British houses quite a lot lately is that they always have like some random little window at the top of the stairs. So I'm going to put that random stained glass one there. I feel like it kind of fits. And if you don't agree with me and you don't know what I'm talking about, then it's fine to disagree, but I won't be listening to your opinion. Oh, you little bitch, I found these windows and these are the ones that actually match the doors that I've got. Now, is that too many windows? I mean, I've literally just got that one random window there, but for the rest of the house, is that too many windows? I guess there's absolutely nothing I can do. I mean, there is something I can do, but I guess I won't be doing anything about it. Let's get some flooring in because we can finally see into these rooms now and it's looking pretty depressing in here. And one of the hardest things about building in The Sims 1 is that every single thing that you've got, it's not separated into categories like carpet and wood floors. It's all just one big line of stuff and you've got to find what you want, and if you lose what you want, there's no eyedropper tool, so you can't go back and use that either. I'm getting distracted and I started doing the outside, which I wasn't going to do until after I'd finished, and I'm not sure if I'm keeping this flooring. It just reminds me of the driveway that I had in my dad's house. What I was trying to do was do the landing, but again, very easily distracted. I've just realised my camera froze, so let me save this and come back to it soon. I'm back. The camera might freeze again, but we can see one sim lane. What is this mess from here? It's already over 20,000 simoleons and it looks shit. So I really like these tiles here. I think it gives off like a real villa vibe. And someone on a live once said that it looks like the flooring from a McDonald's, and now I can't get past it and it's ruined it for me. So we won't be doing that floor. And again, I feel like British houses have like brick on the bottom and then they've got painted, almost like gravelly material on the top. Obviously, I'm generalizing a lot here. I'm not saying that every house is like this. This was a complete fluke, but I feel like this could work. I feel like I know what I'm doing wrong here. I'm putting like this side as the drive, and this side was just like facing into the middle of nowhere. But if it's a semi-detached house, obviously it's attached to one other house. I think this side would be the side that is against the other one. So imagine like a mirror image of this house, but here. So if I make this bit not the driveway, but this bit becomes the driveway, then it makes more sense in terms of the shape of it. So I think what I'll do from this point now is furnish and add wallpaper as we go in each room. So I'm going to start in the living room. I do like designing living rooms. I'm not good at it, but as I said, I'm not good at building anywhere. So I'm hoping I can find something that'll make this work. So we'll start with the central point. Let's get that plasma in there. Or do we want a wall mounted one? I quite like that there. I can put a little picture above it. I said a little picture. That is fucking huge. And that's tiny. I feel like I'm being lied to. Oh, that same picture has tricked me twice. Do I like that? Do you know what? If I'm overthinking it now, I'm never going to get anywhere. So let's not. And I'm going to try and not buy all the expensive furniture like I have been doing. So I feel like I should stick with some stuff that's a bit more tacky. And if you do have that sofa in real life, I'm very sorry I called you tacky. This sofa's not for now, but it has such a hold on me. Like even now, I'm not talking about when I was a kid. I just think it looks so comfortable. I don't know what it is. The hand looks like I'm stroking it. Ooh. Right, I'll stick the matching love seat in. What flooring should I have in here instead? I still want it to be carpet. Perfect. Cement. I guess I could go blue. I did have a blue carpeted living room as a kid. No, I'm lying to you actually. I had like a maroon colour. Pretty awful to be fair. Yeah, it was literally like that colour as well. I'm going to be here forever if I don't choose something. Let's go blue in there. The wallpaper needs to be something kind of bright. That's very insane asylum. Maybe I need to change the sofas. I have the blue pinstripe. I'll go back to the old flooring and I'll throw in this blue. Oh, I don't like it. I just don't have a lot of choice. Screw it. I spent like 5 minutes here. I'll go with the classic plant for there. Oh, just because I loved it so much as a kid. That fish tank has to go in. Right, well, the living room still feels kind of empty to me, but I'll come back to it soon. Let's do the kitchen diner. I feel like this is where I'm going to struggle. See, I've done that and I'm already kind of out of space. There's only so much you can do with The Sims 1 and this is it. And usually I would never put the oven and the fridge next to each other. I feel like I'm going to have to with this one. Now, the dining tables are fucking huge and there's no reason for it. There's some that are more normal size like that, but then I feel like it's not taking up enough space. I mean, that is the OG table, but I can't put that in there. It just doesn't fit. I'm not going to be able to center it because of the size I've done this room. I can't find any chairs that match, so you're gonna have to do. I used to live in a house where we had like a dining bit and then we did have a tiled kitchen and it was just a line like that, so screw it, I'm doing it. I just feel like it's a bit of a dead room. There's nothing in there. There's just not like enough artwork or clutter or anything. There we go. That's a cuckoo clock or some shit, so that can go there. That's what the game says anyway. It doesn't look like a cuckoo clock to me, but I'm going with it. Ow, can I find a fence that looks like it would be inside? Like a banister railing. I wish you could change the colour of it. It might just have to do, otherwise those kids are going to be tumbling down the stairs every single time they try and leave the rooms. So we'll do kids' rooms next. So we've got boys' room here, girls' room there. I know I'm not fighting gender norms with this colour scheme, but some girls like pink, alright? Some boys like blue, so you can't cancel me for it. I think this is like the classic kids' bedroom wallpaper. I mean, this is the one for the girl, surely. Oh, actually, I feel like that's more fun, so we'll do that. I will be honest, we don't really care about the kids, so I'm just gonna throw some random shit in there for you. Have a cheap crusty end table, because it's all you deserve. When I was a kid, I was desperate for a lava lamp, so I am gonna treat this kid to a lava lamp. You can have that much, at least. I am living vicariously through these kids. I'll stick you at the end of the bed, because it's the only real place that it can fit. I guess that's all a kid really needs. From me, anyway, I don't really care about them, so... Although I do think there's like a stuffed teddy somewhere. Here. Have a bear and shut up. Or the girls' room. You can have this horrendous looking bed. I mean, it matches how horrendous the rest of your room is, so throw that there. We'll treat you right. You can have a little blow up chair. Oh, I am an idiot. Get that bad boy right there. Boy, you can have, I mean, it's blue on blue. I'm not sure I like it like that, but maybe I can fix it. Do I like him enough to fix it? I'm not sure I do. What if I give you this horrendous fluorescent blue? Oh, I mean, that just hides it. I've given you a tripping hazard, and that's all you're allowed. You can have everything pink and purple. I want this girl to wake up in the morning with a migraine. There must be more. Here you go. Pink flowers. Pink flamingo. Must be placed on terrain. Oh, you got lucky there. I guess she does need to see, so I'll give her a light. Oh, I could give her this Cupid lamp. Only because if I'm making her wake up with a migraine, apparently. Because you know when you wake up in the middle of the night and you've got like a pile of clothes on like a chair or something, and you wake up and this pile of clothes have just changed into the shape of some horrible fucking 7-foot man, and it's terrifying. I want her to experience that. Guess she's got all she needs there. I'll give her a toy box because she's got nothing for fun in there. And it's pink. It matches the room. A doll's house too. Doesn't match my colour scheme, but I'll treat you right. Okay, boy and girl's room done. Now let's turn the camera. This is the master bedroom now. Guess if I lived in this house, I'd want to face out into the front window, so I'll put the bed like here. Can't center it either. Do you want the love bed? I feel like I loved the love bed. It doesn't match what I'm going for again. Go with the bed I was first going to go with. I guess that kind of matches the colour. Oh wait, that matches it, doesn't it? I'm guessing they were actually meant to be the same, just because it's like the same colour and it's got black on it and everything. Maybe not. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Who cares? I'm still not convinced I want this flooring, but I feel like this part of the bedroom's too empty and I don't really know what to put there. Yeah, this could be a house for nerds. Oh, it must be outside. Never mind. I was going to let them spy on the neighbours with that. I think maybe I could give them a wooden floor. Then you get this rug. Again, it's not that centered. It's centered to the room. It's not centered to the bed. I might just have to do that. I'm rapidly losing interest in this room. Here, have that poster because I've been teasing myself with putting that in every room, but not done it yet. So you can have it. Why does this stress me out so much? I don't know what to put here. Screw it. I'm going with that. Otherwise, I'll be here all day. I don't care about the kids' bathroom. I'm throwing random crap in there. Although if I'm making this a study, it's going to have to be everyone's bathroom. So I might make that a bit better than I was originally planning on. I lied. I didn't do it. I've just made it crappy. I don't even know if they can get into the bath with that sink there, but they're going to have to deal with it. Right, let's make this a study. One thing I love, just in life, not even just in The Sims, is an accent wall. It's going to be a fancy study, so we'll put that wood all around. Then a nice green accent wall. Maybe not that nice, but it's an accent wall. Mainly because it matches the desk that I want. Do I want it right in the middle? It's staying there regardless. And then I think we need dark wood here too. That is not wood. Does it match that wallpaper? Do I care that much actually? No. We've got that fancy desk, but we've got the crappy old computer chair. I had one that was literally like this when I first started playing this game as well, so it's really nostalgic for me. I want it. Throw in a nice little PC. I like this bookcase. I guess I'm not actually going to use this place, am I? So I'm just going to stick it there. You can't get past the chair. I could just move that up one and actually let it be a playable space. Throw in this big fancy plant that you can't water because it's trapped there. It's the last thing I'm adding. I can't be arsed. Have that horrible chair that does not match the rest of the room. I guess I'm gonna have to leave the landing like that because I can't fit anything in because of the door placement. Obviously need you. Pop you there. I think that living room's too empty, but I don't know what to do with it. I guess I could throw a rug in there. I hate that rug. It's going in. Perfect. It was really brought the room together. And I'm sticking that rug there too. I don't really think it suits. It looks like I've dropped a table runner on the floor, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it, and so are you. The hallway can stay clean. We're a very clean household. I just kind of hate the way the house looks. Just like, you know, just in general, like every part of it. It's not the best, but it is The Sims 1, so it's difficult to even make any house look good. That's my excuse, anyway. Okay, so there's the house from the outside. I've done a little bit of landscaping as well. Ignore this side, all right? It doesn't count. So this is the side that would be like another house would be attached to it, which is why it's so flat. That window's kind of irrelevant now because of that. Have a quick house tour. So I've got the back garden. I didn't really care about it, so I've just thrown some random shit in there. You can see we've got like sun lounges and whatever, but you can't really get to them. So gameplay-wise, pain in the arse. Then you've got the hallway. There's literally nothing special about the hallway other than the tragic clown painting, obviously. The living room, I feel like it needed a rug. I feel like The Sims 1 really lacks rugs, so there was no good one I could put. So that's what we're having. Obviously got the TV area and everything there. Dining area and kitchen, again, nothing really special. I do like the way it can walk out straight into the pool, but again, it's the best you're gonna get with The Sims 1, so that's what we have to stick with. The upstairs landing, an absolute hellscape of modern architecture. There is nothing there other than equally spaced doors, and it's just not impressive. Bathroom, again, not impressive, don't care, it was a bathroom. Boys' bedroom, my favourite part about this is 1, the lava lamp, I want a lava lamp, and 2, this little bastard, he's gonna walk through that door, he's gonna catch his foot and bang! I mean, I put the teddy bear there, so he'll be alright. The migraine room featuring the terrifying lamp at the end of the bed. Love to see it. The parents' bedroom, I started to lose interest a little bit here. It's fine, there's not much I can add. Couldn't really work out how to get the flooring to match what I wanted from it, so it's just gonna have to be that. And then the office, which I do kind of like the office. It's very small, but I like the furniture that's in there. You know I love an accent wall. I hate that chair, but whatever. But yeah, that is that. So don't say that I can't build in The Sims. I'm not saying that I can, just don't say it, it's rude. But it's always an experience building with The Sims 1, and I am going to use The Sims 1 as an excuse for why that was so hard. So a bit of a calmer playthrough than usual. I hope you still enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. If you don't subscribe already, please do, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you then.